In the previous video, you saw the hypercar preview for the WEC 2025 season. With all drivers announced for the new season, it's time now to discover everything about the LMGT3 drivers and teams which will be competing this year in all the 8 rounds of the WEC. We will have 18 cars and 9 brands confirmed this year, with Mercedes joining and Lamborghini leaving the category. So with that we will have Aston Martin, BMW, Corvette, Ferrari, Ford, Lexus, Mercedes-AMG, McLaren and Porsche. And unlike it is in the hypercar, in which the only restriction is that bronze is not allowed to compete, the LMGT3 has a couple of driver regulation restrictions. A bronze driver is mandatory, the second driver must be bronze or silver rated and the third driver can be gold or platinum rated. So let's discover all of them. After a 2024 season with ups and downs, but showing a great potential in performance, the AMR teams want to be very solid and competitive this year in the LMGT3 class and to stop the Porsche domination in GT class. In this year, station racing is leaving WEC due to costs and will focus now on the Super GT Championship in Japan and will be replaced by Racing Spurt of Le Mans. The Aston Martin Vantage AMR GT3 Evo uses a V8 twin-turbo 4.0-liter engine. The AMR in 2025 will be represented by 2 different teams, with Racing Spurt of Le Mans with the number 10 and with Heart of Racing number 27. In the car number 10, the drivers will be Derek de Boer as a bronze driver, Eduardo Barrichello, son of former F1 driver Rubens Barrichello, will be the silver driver, and the third one will be Valentin Haseklot, who is an AMR factory driver. And at the Heart of Racing team, the team director Ian James is the bronze driver, Zach Robichon is the silver driver and the third driver is Mattia Drudi, who is the current 24 Hours of Spa winner and is also an AMR factory driver. In 2025, the Munich brand is releasing an Evo version of the BMW M4 GT3 car aiming for better drivability, efficiency and reliability. The engine used is the same from the basic version with an inline-6 twin-turbo 3.0-liter. WRT will still be the team operator and the numbers are the same from the last season with 31 and 46. In the 31, there will be a huge change in the lineup because Yasser Shaheen joins as a bronze driver and Timur Boguslavsky as a silver driver. Augusto Farfus, who is a BMW factory driver, is the only one who remained from the 2024 season. And in its sister car number 46, Ahmad Al-Harthi and Valentino Rossi were retained, while the new BMW contracted driver Kelvin van der Linde joined the crew, replacing Maxime Martin, who switched to Mercedes. "2025 will be the second season for the Corvette Z06 GT3 in the WEC LMGT3 class. After a complicated year in 2024 with TF Sport struggling to understand the car better, in this season the GM brand wants to be more competitive and to fight for the wins. The Corvette Z06 GT3 uses a V8 engine, naturally aspirated 5.5-liter. TF Sport will still be the team operator in the LMGT3 this year in WEC, but there's also a single change because one of the cars will use the number 33 instead of 82. The number 81 was retained. In the car 33, Danny Juncadella remains and he will have 2 new teammates who are Ben Keating and Johnny Edgar. And on sister car number 81, there will be no changes compared to the 2024 season with Tom Van Rompuy, Rui Andrade and Charlie Eastwood. In 2024, the season was under expectation for the Vista AF course in the LMGT3 and struggled a lot throughout the year, even winning the last 2 races in Fuji and Bahrain. And in 2025, the Italian team wants to make it different and to fight strongly for the wins consistently in the LMGT3 class and to prove that it can be very competitive. The Ferrari 296 GT3 uses a V6 twin-turbo 3.0-liter engine, using the same basis from the 499P engine but without a hybrid system. There will be a little single change this year, with Vista AF course returning with the number 21 instead of 55 like it used to be in 2023, and the other one will be the number 54. In the car number 21, the lineup is the same from the 55 crew with François Heriot, Simon Mann and Alessio Rovera. And on the car number 54, Thomas Floor, Francesco Castellacci and Davide Rigan are the drivers. Like its main rival Corvette, Ford is also in its second year with the Mustang GT3 car, and in 2025 they expect to be better than in 2024, which was a learning year for the Blue Oval Company. After an incredible victory in Daytona at the GTD Pro class last month with a factory effort, Ford with the customer operation with Proton competition is also expecting to have the same success in the LMGT3 class this year. Ford Mustang also uses a V8 engine naturally aspirated 5.5-liter. Like it was in 2024, the numbers 77 and 88 will still be used in the LMGT3 class. In the car 77, we will have two new drivers joining with Bernardo Souza as a bronze driver and Ben Tuck as a silver driver. Ben Barker keeps being the pro driver in this car. While in its sister car number 88, Stefano Gattuso is also joining the crew as a bronze driver. The young Italian driver Gianmarco Leverato, who comes from IMSA GTD class, is also joining as full-season driver as silver rated. And Dennis Olsen was retained as a pro driver. "2024 was also a complicated season for Lexus cars in the LMGT3 class. For being a car in which a Cody's ASP team didn't know well, the luxury Japanese brand struggled a lot last year and didn't repeat the same success from IMSA with the Vassar-Sullivan team. And 2025 will be the last year for Lexus RCF GT3 car before being replaced by a new GT3 model in which Toyota will be launching in 2026. Lexus RCF GT3 uses a V8 naturally aspirated 5.0-liter engine. The car numbers will be the same from the last season with 78 and 87. In the 78, Arnold Robin is the only driver who remained from the last season and will still be with the bronze seat. As a silver driver, the young German Finn Gersitz is joining the 78 crew. And the third one is the 2023 GTD Pro champion Ben Barnicoat joining the team. And in its sister car number 87, Razvan Umberescu is the new bronze driver. Clemens Schmid, who competed in some rounds last year, was promoted as a full-season driver as a silver rated, and Jose Maria Lopez was retained in the crew. The British brand is another one which was inconsistent in 2024 with good performances in some races, but on the other hand they didn't have enough pace in the end to win races in the LMGT3 class. Known in other categories for not being a reliable car, United Autosports with the McLaren in the LMGT3 class wants to make it different and to prove that the 720S can be a good car in WEC and to fight better for the wins. McLaren 720S uses a V8 twin-turbo 4.0-liter engine. United Autosports will still be using the numbers 59 and 95 in which are special for McLaren in sportscars racing. In the car number 59, James Cottingham keeps being the bronze driver, while the silver seat now belongs to Sebastian Baud, who comes from TF Sport and is replacing Nicolas Costa. Gregoire Saucy will still be the gold driver in the crew. And in its sister car number 95, Darren Leung and Sean Galael left WRT and migrated to the United Autosports and will be joining Marino Sato in the crew. Mercedes-AMG is a new brand which will be joining the WEC LMGT3 class in 2025. After not being accepted to compete in the category in 2024 for not taking part in the hypercar class, we will finally see the German manufacturer competing in WEC this year. This was only possible because Iron Lynx parted ways with Lamborghini after a disagreement in both sides, and the Italian team decided to have a partnership with Mercedes-AMG this year to keep competing in the WEC LMGT3 class. Mercedes-AMG GT3 car uses a V8 naturally aspirated 6.2-liter engine. Iron Lynx in this year will be using the numbers 60 and 61. In the car number 60, Claudio Schiavone, Matteo Cressoni and Matteo Caroli will be the drivers. While in the 61, Christian Ried will be the bronze driver, the young Dutch Lin Hodenius gets the silver seat, and Maxime Martin, the new AMG contracted driver, completes the crew. Now finally the Porsche. The German brand dominated the LMGT3 class last year, with the Manthey Pure Racing winning 2 races and being on the podium 6 times, and also the Manthey EMA winning Le Mans in the LMGT3 class. However, in 2025, the situation will be different because Pure Racing migrated to the LMP2 class and will be competing in the European Le Mans series. And with that, Iron Dames will operate one of the 2 Porsche cars, with the female team being now a new partnership with the Stuttgart manufacturer. And another one will be operated as Manthey First Form, with Ryan Hardwick joining the team. Porsche 911 GT3 car uses a flat 6 naturally aspirated 4.2-liter engine. This year, Porsche in the LMGT3 class will use the numbers 85 with Iron Dames and 92 with Manthey First Form. In the Iron Dames crew, Celia Mardon is the new driver and is replacing Sarah Bovey, who was graduated now as a silver driver. Rahel Fry and Michelle Gadding kept their seats for this year. And in the car number 92, Ryan Hardwick and Ricardo Pera are joining the crew, while the Porsche contracted driver Richard Leitz was the only one who remained from the last season. So guys, these are all the cars and teams which will be competing in the LMGT3 class at WEC in 2025. In the next few days we will have one more video about the WEC season opener Qatar. And if you want to watch more videos about IMSA and WEC, consider subscribing to the channel to not lose them. We see you in the next videos.